we got our own Big Meeches. We got our own Rich Porters. We got our own, Kingpins. We go from the funky town to the, a couple. They got a couple, kingpins that need to be highlighted.
Now you spoke on your testimony. You're working on a documentary,
Right?
As you are working on a documentary, and you've been working on a documentary. What all is going to be included in the documentary? How much you going to give them? How much is Don Chief they going to get? How Big Chief they going to get? How much will you give the fans as far as into your story, into your world?
So in the documentary, we actually got two. So I'm doing the DFW, the other side of DFW documentary first, because honestly, I can't speak about myself until you speak about the city, because it ain't nobody bigger than the city. So if the story ain't told about the city, how we gonna talk about anybody in this motherfucker? You know what I'm talking about? So boys doing documentaries on individuals, and it ain't now individual bigger than the city.
How far you going back? 'Cause we have Bobo Luciano in here.
Oh, we already started. We going back like to the 70s, 60s. Like I'm getting, me and Ray Charles, the legendary, these street niggas, like we done talked, we had like an hour conversation. He down with the play. I know Curtis Blow. We got West Dallas cats. So that's my thing. I'm doing the DFW documentary, me and my guys, and what we doing is we just talking about the culture of, we go highlight, the worldwide, the people who are pretty much, known worldwide, the Erykah Badu's, the DOCs. But my thing is to give the flowers to the cats that's like me, that's older than me. Like how people portray me and say how I am and what I mean to them. I'm giving the flowers to the ones that was before me. So I'm telling the story from a street aspect, you know what I'm saying? And, it's gonna be deep, because we gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. Give us just like a notable name that people who don't know the history of Dallas should know.
It's a whole lot of notable names, because you got boys from different parts. Like I say, you got Ray Charles and Curtis Blow. They from South Dallas. You got Clyde's Barbecue. That's West Dallas. But these some old, Chicken George. West Dallas. These some boys that's like legendary, but that people wouldn't know unless you was really in the streets or around that time. So what I'm here to do is expose them to the world now. Get them, we got our own Big Meeches. We got our own Rich Porters. We got our own, Kingpins. We go from the funky town to the, a couple. They got a couple, kingpins that need to be highlighted. So I'm just gonna tell the story from a street aspect and give the flowers, but also, from the sports. We got some cats that was before Earl. They just didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So, that type of shit.
How long is the documentary going to be, and where do you, hopefully Netflix, I would imagine, or something like that, but where do you want to?
So we going to have different parts. It's going to be different episodes, because we breaking it down into segments. So it's going to be West Dallas, South Dallas, Oak Cliff, Pleasant Grove, Funky Town, Arlington, and we go dissect it, and we go dive in, and we go explain to the world all about these different hoods in Dallas, Fort Worth, which make up the city as a whole. But it's gonna be from the street aspect, not no cowboys and boots. It's gonna be some real life, some real life shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that's so needed, because that's one thing that it's all about culture when it comes to a city. And a lot of young cats don't know pretty much what went on 5 to 10 years before them, let alone 20, 30, 40 years before them. And it'll give them an identity.
It's going to educate us.
It's going to educate a lot. Even we be falling short sometimes of what happened before, especially when it comes to the street shit outside of the music. It is good to know, like, okay, these names I heard of, put a face with a name, put a story with a face, it's going to make sense. So that's definitely... That in itself is dope. And like you said, you want to tell that story first.
And then we bleed off to the big chief done chief, because I'm 60, 70% already done, because me and my guy G Hood Survivor
Shout
TV,
out Hood,
we did record the lifestyle. So all the Birdman shit, Rick Ross, Yo Gotti, all the monumental moments, me doing shows, selling out by myself, you know, we got all those moments, you know what I'm saying? So we captured it, and along with the new stuff we got going, where I'm gonna go down to Houston, we go get all the Jay Prince, all the people who I done did work with, who think and have a high respect for me, have them talk and just let it be known, because they all a part of the story. I got Skip Cheatham, I got, DOC already. I got, cause I got a rapport with all these boys.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move it.